Hey guys, Mr. Chang here. We're about to start our $100,000 portfolio challenge. As you can see from the screen, I'm going to give you guys $100,000 of fictitious money to invest in as many stocks as you want. And the goal is at the end of the semester, let's see who has done the best job of picking stocks that hopefully are going to increase in value. And let's see whose portfolio is worth the most at the end of this semester. So if you start off with $100,000 and you pick the right set of stocks and make the right moves, hopefully your portfolio will increase and will be worth more than the initial $100,000 that you start with. So today you're going to create your initial portfolio. And a portfolio is just a collection. That means you get to pick multiple stocks, as many as you want. And that whole collection of the stocks that you pick and choose, it is called a portfolio. So I'm going to show you how you're going to make your or create your initial portfolio. We have a stock portfolio tracker in Google Sheets. You're going to complete this Google Sheet, and it's really simple to do that. So first, you're going to type the name of a company that you're interested in. So for example, Apple. You invest in Apple, you're going to enter in the name of the company in column A. In column B, you're going to enter the ticker symbol that you researched last week. And when you do that, as soon as you enter in the ticker symbol, you'll see that this spreadsheet is linked to Google, and it's automatically going to pull in the current stock price. That's actually E. And we're going to use that current stock price as what we call the buy price, which is how much you are going to buy a single share of Apple for today. Now, I'm going to explain this more in a minute, but what you're going to basically do is enter in as many companies as you want, as many ticker symbols as you want. So for instance, I might invest in Google. I might invest in Nike. These are the popular stocks that we have. Remember, Google is also known as Alphabet Inc. Nike is just Nike. All the stock prices are getting pulled into this spreadsheet automatically. And I'm going to enter in a number of shares that I actually want to buy. So I might buy 50 shares of Apple. I might buy 5 shares of Alphabet. I might buy 100 shares of Nike. And you can see, once I type in the number of shares that I buy, 50, 5, and 100, then it creates an initial position for me. Okay, this is how much of each individual stock I own. If I buy Google, if I buy 5 shares of Google at $2,304, then I multiply 5 times 2,304, and that gives me an initial position of $11,524.90 in Google. That means I'm spending $11,524. It gives me 5 shares of Google, and that is how much Google I own. When you scroll down to the bottom of this page, you will see my total initial position. That is the sum of all the stocks that I have bought. So in this case, I bought 50 shares of Apple plus 5 shares of Google plus 100 shares of Nike. And if I add up these 3 amounts, and scroll down to the bottom of the page, I'll see that I have spent $31,558.40 on 3 stocks. And remember, our initial challenge, I'm giving you $100,000 of fictitious money to spread across as many stocks as you want. So you still have $68,441 left to invest. So go ahead and pick more stocks, change the number of shares that you're going to buy of each stock, build up these positions, build them up so they equal $100,000. That's your goal. Make sure you share this spreadsheet with me by entering in my email address, daniel.chang1@lausd.net. After you share it with me, you're done. That's your assignment for today. I'm really curious to see what you guys do. A couple other things I want to show you before we get, before I turn you loose. So we don't need to do that anymore. So one, after you make your decisions and you've got your $100,000 invested, I want you to answer 2 questions. So your portfolio's on the overview page, and then where it says initial portfolio setup on the next tab, I want you to answer, how did you pick the stocks that you wanted in your portfolio? Why did you choose each one? I want you just to click in this box and type your answer. I chose Nike because I love shoes and I think it's a good investment. Something like that. And then down here, it says, how did you allocate your initial $100,000? Did you spread the dollars evenly between all stocks, or did you put more money into some stocks and less in others? Why? So what was your strategy when you built your portfolio? You can see from my example, I've got more total money in Nike than I do in Google, than I do in Apple. And there's a reason for that. I actually think Nike is a better growth stock. It's going to appreciate in value more than Apple and Google. So make sure you go through here and share why you are choosing different stocks. I'm going to buy 100 shares of Amazon. Whoa, I can't afford that. I'm going to buy 10 shares of Amazon. And then I'm going to buy a little Netflix. NFL. Is that right? No. That's NFLX. Let's see if I can buy. I have $33,000 remaining. I might buy 60 shares. There, only got $1,000. My full $100,000 is allocated. Now I'm going to look at all these different positions, column G, and just make sure I feel comfortable with how much money I have in each. And then I might adjust the number of shares that I'm buying to really get my portfolio in a position that I like. That's the idea here. Now, the basic math that you guys are going to be looking at, if I went a little fast, please watch this part. But the basic math that you guys, in vocabulary that you need to be successful with this, is right here. This is what an initial position is. You take a certain number of shares of a particular stock, of a specific stock that you want to invest in. You multiply it by what we call the buy share price, which is the current share price for today. And then you have an initial position, which is the total amount of money you have invested in one specific stock. That's number of shares times the buy share price, which is how much money how much each share costs today. You multiply those together and you get your initial position. In our example, 50 shares of Apple. It's currently $134.50 per share. So if I multiply 50 times 134.5, which is the price of one share of Apple, so multiplying it by 50, that means I have $6,725 invested in Apple stock. And that is my initial position in Apple. Okay, so that's the basic math that you are working on today. You can pick as many stocks as you want. You can choose however many number of shares you want to invest in each position. It's up to you. The only rule is you cannot spend more than $100,000 today building your positions. When you get back to your stock portfolio tracker, if you need more rows, it's very easy to do. You just click on the last row and you do copy and then paste. Oops, copy and then paste it underneath. And you can add a row. If you need more than one additional row, send me a message. I'll help you increase the number of stocks that you can put in here. Good luck, have fun.